What's up, you guys? It's the Anime Blaze coming to you with another video. And I believe the last time I made a video was if I'm not mistaken, a week ago? No, it couldn't have been a week ago. I think it says April 1st, I think. So that's about 5 days ago. Uh, Past couple of days I've been kind of busy. Didn't exactly have an idea what to make a video about, but I'm here with a first impressions of two very underrated manga series that I think you guys should check out. But before we get to that, let's jump on the song of the day. Song of the day is, let's see. Oh, there we go. Bobobo, uh, Wild Challenger. I'm not sure who wrote the song exactly, but I do know that it was Bobobo, Bobobo's first opening, or just Bobobo. That's the first opening of Bobobo. So if you guys like that show, go check it out. It's hilarious, very hilarious. Has a storyline, but yeah. So with that out of the way again, Wild Challenger. Let's get to this first impressions of these two series here. First one I have is a book that I checked out at my library called The Record of a Fallen Vampire, and it seems like a pretty good book. Now, first, when you look at this book, it looks like it's going to be like the demographic is going to be shojo, but as it turns out, it's actually shonen, and it's actually quite better than what I thought it would be. Just by looking at the cover, it does sort of give off that impression of, hey, I mean, like it kind of looks like something that, like, kind of looks like a Vampire Night cover or something, sort of. That's just what I thought. But just reading the first volume, it's kind of good. Um, it follows the story of the Vampire King or the fallen Vampire King, Akabara or Akabra Strauss. I say Akabara Strauss, who is the Vampire King. He used to be the king of this, I guess, vampire kingdom, the which actually fell due to the fact that the queen, the vampire queen, she has a very strong magic, but some people say that it was due to the fact that she couldn't control it. Other people says that she just wanted to wreak havoc. So with that being said, the humans and half and vampires alike both teamed up together and sealed the queen away somewhere so that she wouldn't be brought back. Now, Akabara, he is looking for the queen, but however, there's a few catches. One, the humans have built so many. The humans built these fake seals that looked like a seal that would release the queen, but they've built so many fake seals that they themselves can't tell which one's the real one and which one is the fake one. So Akabara is searching around the world for the right seal, which one's the right one, and the story takes place over. I guess he's already like 1,000 years old when the story takes place. So, um, you know, he's got to face the. I don't think he has to face any humans, but he has to deal with humans looking for him, um, vampires, which are half human, half vampires, half and half. And then, he also has to deal with this other entity, which the humans brought into play here to try to help themselves out, called the Black Swan. The Black Swan is the only one that has the powers to kill the king. Um, she has these markings on her arms, which pretty much, I think it's, what did it say? It canceled out any of the magic that the king threw at her or throws at them. And there's a new one every 50 years, each one becoming stronger than the last one. They still have all the memories and stuff of the previous one, so they know the mistakes that they made and stuff, so they can avoid it and try to make themselves even better. And but the thing is that the Black Swan isn't just like a force or entity. It's a sort of a parasitic. It's kind of like a parasite kind of thing. It finds a host. It takes control of them, and from there it pretty much stays there. And if they don't defeat the king within 5 years, um, they basically die, and the Black Swan moves on to another host. So it's a very kind of touchy based kind of. It's kind of like it's a romance, yet it's a shonen at the same time. It's very good. Well, I wouldn't say very good, but it's one of Viz Media's. I also forgot to mention this. It is licensed under Viz Media, and they actually followed the series all the way through to the end. And I gotta say, it's really one of Viz's more underrated titles, and from what I can tell. Um, yeah, so if you're interested in anything vampire related or something that's just different that isn't like the whole, and you're not interested in Twilight, but you're still looking for something that may still have a good amount of vampire action and stuff like that, I recommend checking out The Record of a Fallen Vampire. It's not as bad as it seems. Uh, Next, I will be talking about my first impressions of Genju no Seiza by Masuri Akino, the same person who wrote The Pet Shop of Horrors and Pet Shop of Horrors and Kamen Tante. I've never heard of that series, but most of you probably know Pet Shop of Horrors more than the other one. So basically, this manga follows the story of let's see if I can spell this out right here. His first name, I'm just gonna call him Futo. So that's his first name. Futo is basically like your normal kind of teenager, and but with a few twists, you know. His father used to be a photographer. He used to travel all across the world until he goes missing, and then so he's living with his mother, who's from the country, from another country. I think you pronounce it Dalashar, and from there, he's pretty much trying to cope with it, you know, trying to be a normal teenager. And the first thing he sees on the news is the new country of Dalashar. Pretty much just they crown a new king, and this guy's 15. You know, he's like being 15 and a king, get real, you know, that sort of thing. And he's like, there's no way anyone can handle this sort of situation. And so he notices, you know, the story progresses, and he tells us that he has a certain type of ability where he can sort of tell people the aura about people, and you know, who are the troublemakers, who are the good guys, who are just trying to make it, you know, that sort of thing. And his normal life sort of just changes when he meets this bird. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. Let me see. Oh, anyway, he meets this bird, and pretty much the thing that the bird says is, "You're the true king," you know. And then he kind of starts freaking out. But the thing is that the bird pretty much tells him, and he soon finds out that Futo is the actual king of like the spiritual and new, really, who's the real king of Dalashar. And you pretty much throughout the whole story follow him as he goes through these assassination attempts from other assassins, I guess. The thing that I like about this book is that if you've never heard of like different types of religion and stuff like that, and you know, you're kind of just like curious to say like, oh, I wonder what this religion's about, or what's a few of the like the backgrounds and the actual important information from it. This book gives you a lot of different stuff about Buddhist religion and stuff like that. It shows you like, it pretty much in a way it shows you like where the religion like came from, like where it originated and how it came to where it is Japan, all the way from China to India, and how they made minor changes here and there in the religion and stuff like that. And it really is pretty good series. But the bad part is that they only did, as you all know, Tokyo Pop went out of business like a long time ago, and Genju no Seiza was one of their titles, but they only did 8 of the however many total volumes they have. And but the thing is, it's the series is apparently still ongoing, and right now there are a total of 14 volumes that are actually out. So, you'd only be able to get 8 of the total volumes out of there. Not bad, I mean, but if you want the rest, you're gonna have to try importing the rest, which I might try to do if I even feel like it. But the main part with these two series that they have in common is that they're sort of what's the word? They're sort of underrated, but not exactly the type of manga that you would read all the time. The story can be somewhat repetitive with Genju no Seiza, I can tell, because they actually had 2 volumes of that at my library, and I read the first 2. And you know, it's kind of repetitive in some cases, but it seems like they had a reason to stop the series for some of these, or they're underrated for a reason. Some of these series, they're underrated and they deserve to be underrated, but these two, they sort of stick out in a way to me, just a little bit. So yeah, you guys, if you want, check out Genju no Seiza. It's a pretty good series, pretty decent. I'd recommend you at least read up to volume 2. I'm not sure if I'll even stick around for the rest of the series, but who knows? Seems kind of interesting. The Record of a Fallen Vampire, I'm definitely interested to see where the story is going to lead with this, and yeah, definitely interested to see where the story is going to go, because I read that the story starts getting kind of weird towards midway throughout it, and so I'm definitely going to check that out. And my next video, I'm not too sure what that will be. I might do a review. Still got a lot of other animes I got to check out, that sort of thing. I'm thinking about doing a video over my top 10, just so you guys know that message I sent out a couple of days ago, or if it was yesterday. I actually have 9 of the total 10 anime shows that I'm have in my top 10. It kind of took me a while because I only had 5, and I couldn't come up with another 5, but I'm close to it. So next video most likely going to be a video over my top 10 favorite anime shows. If not, it's going to be a review of some sort. So stick around. And if it's not a review, it's probably going to be some other type of video. So with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing out, telling you guys, check out Genju no Seiza and The Record of a Fallen Vampire. I'll see you guys later.